We're dinks and struggling to make ends meet. That's dual income, no kids, by the way. Our six-figure salaries aren't enough to support our lifestyle anymore. Oh my God, can you believe these poor people? They just want to go on 20 international vacations a year and they can't even afford it on their six-figure salaries. I can't even imagine living like that. Now, six figures isn't what it used to be. I think it depends on where you live, okay? Why don't you leave LA or Seattle or Portland and go somewhere else? One left coast couple earning $100,000 apiece. They each make $100,000. Raised eyebrows after revealing they found themselves struggling to pay their bills in today's inflated economy, forcing them to ditch little luxuries like pricey gym memberships, vacations to Europe, and trips to local restaurants. Oh, how tragic. They got to live like us plebs now. Oh no, how will they survive? So Natalie Fisher, 25, and her partner Keldon thought they had it made after finding good jobs in Seattle's tech industry. But after struggling to pull together $20,000 for their wedding not long ago, the lovebirds realized they had no idea where all their money was going. This is what happens when they don't teach basic economics in high school. They were probably just writing checks and swiping cards until something bounced. And then oh, what happened? I thought I had a lot of money. In a recent viral social media post, Natalie shared openly about how the pair have decided to downgrade their lifestyle in current year to get their finances under control, an increasing struggle for many younger households due to a steep and sudden rise in the cost of living. Hey, best economy ever. Thank you, Brandon. Even the uber rich are suffering, but by a very loose definition of suffering. So I consider me and my husband to be middle class. Said Fisher and a 25 a content creator. Making $200,000 a year is now middle class. I had no idea I've been downgraded to lower class. I thought I was middle class. But if you need to be 200,000 to be middle class, I guess I'm poor. I had no idea how hard my life was, how poor I was. God, I wish I would have known. I would have tried to beg for sympathy more. We live in the greater Seattle area, and we both have 9-to-5 jobs in the tech industry. We're both earning over 100K, and we started to earn more money. We treated ourselves a lot more. Well, apparently you treated yourself to more than you made. Like, this is a common problem with people. They get $1 million, they spend $1.5 million. A big reason we have decided to downgrade our lifestyle is because we don't know where our money was going. Just 5 years ago, we were broke college students. As we started to earn more money, we treated ourselves more. We weren't too concerned about spending money. I noticed it was getting very hard to track how much we were spending. Again, this is what happens when you don't teach economics. They probably saw, oh, I got a good job. I make 100K, man. I'm in the six-figure club. There's got to be money in my account. Run that card again. Run that check again. Even though they live a relatively modest two-bedroom apartment in Seattle with a mortgage of $2,378. Damn, imagine paying that for an apartment. That's more than the mortgage on my house, by the way. Let me just say that. Yeah, don't own cars, extravagant $208 gym memberships, $100 a pop manicures and pedicures, $60 dinner checks, and other expenditures drained their bank account far more quickly than they expected. Oh, I know what it is. These are exactly the type of people who get suckered into spending their whole savings by microtransactions. That's it. They fell for real life microtransactions. That's what this is. Oh, it's just $60. I make 100,000. Oh, it's just $100. I make 100,000 20, 30 times a day. And that's gone now, Fisher said. Since the beginning of the year, we've avoided restaurants completely, cooking more at home. They now run instead of going to the gym and are evaluating their credit cards to get rid of the ones with the worst fees. All stuff that they should have done before they got the cards in the first place, really. But no one taught them economics, man. I was living beyond my needs. I want to greatly increase the savings we have, and I feel like we spend way too much, so I'm trying to balance it this year, Fisher said. At least they're being smart about it here. So they may not be the sharpest spoons in the knife drawer, but credit where it's due. At least they're capable of doing some self-reflection and realizing something needs to change. Oh, God, here it is. What they spent last year: mortgage, $2,378, bills, $1,163. Oh, I wonder if any of those were the two big bills that Pig Roach talks about. Gym memberships, 416, food, 560, 524, eating out, 300, and this is per month, I think. Clothes shopping, 430, socializing, 105, savings, 0. Let me just do some basic maths here. I'm going to do it with a calculator, of course, because you know what happens every time I try to do it on stream, right? So $200,000 divided by 2. Let's just assume the government takes half of it. It's probably closer to maybe 40%, but no, they live in California. No, they live in Seattle. Yeah, I guess between their state and city taxes, it's at least 50% tax bracket. So they have $100,000 for the year between the two of them after tax, divided by 12. That would leave them with $8,333 a month. They left something off. Where's the other $4,000 going? Oh, that's to the OnlyFans subscriptions. Oh, that's going to the microtransactions. Got to roll for those Hogans. Yeah, you got it, man. They had to roll for those Hogans. Yeah, no savings. Yeah, that's what gets me, man. So let's so that's 8,333, then minus 4,601. They should be dumping 3,732 into savings. Where is that money going? It makes no sense. Unless I vastly underestimated what their tax rate would be. Again, if you add city and state to federal, I'm guessing it would be about 50. Maybe their tax rate is 60. All right, you know what? Let's do that. 200,000 times 0.6. Okay, it's 80,000. Yeah, it's 80,000, and then divided by 12. So they'd be making 6,666. Still should have a $2,000 profit off of that. Where the fuck's the 2,000 going, man? You guys are leaving something out here. So apparently they cut some of their bills, what they plan on spending next year. Gym memberships all gone. Probably a good idea. Eating out. Yeah, food. Okay, spend less on food in general and no eating out at all. Clothes shopping, no. So if they're only putting 400 to savings, okay. No, see, this again, I don't understand this. The total they have now is 3,368, including 400 in savings. So where does the other 1,300 go? Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to bother. It is clear they're not giving us the full picture. Point is, stupid rich people suck with their money. That's all this is. Middle class my ass.